Imagine this. Your alarm rings at 5:30 a.m. You don't feel motivated. You don't feel inspired. You don't feel like becoming successful today. You feel tired, comfortable, warm under your blanket. And yet, you sit up. No hype music. No motivational speech. No sudden burst of inspiration. Just discipline. Now imagine living like that every single day. That's the difference between people who try to succeed and people who actually build a life of success. Today, I'm going to show you the perfect morning routine that builds discipline. So strong, you won't need motivation ever again. Let's begin. Let's get something straight. Motivation is unreliable. Some days you have it. Most days you don't. If your entire life depends on how you feel, you will lose, because feelings change every morning. The most successful people in the world don't wake up excited every day. They wake up consistent. And consistency comes from systems, not emotions. Discipline is not about feeling powerful. It's about acting despite not feeling powerful. And your morning is where discipline is either built or destroyed. If you win the first hour of your day, you set the tone for everything that follows. So let's break down the perfect structure. This is non-negotiable. Not early. Consistent. You can wake up at 5 a.m. You can wake up at 6:30 a.m. But pick one time and never break it. Why? Because discipline starts with keeping promises to yourself. When your alarm rings and you snooze it, you teach your brain that your word means nothing. But when you get up immediately, even when you don't want to, you strengthen self-trust. And self-trust builds discipline. Put your alarm away from your bed. Force yourself to stand up to turn it off. Once you're standing, the battle is already half won. This sounds small. It's not. Making your bed is your first completed task of the day. It sends one message to your brain. I finish what I start. Takes 2 minutes. But it builds momentum. Most people scroll their phone first thing in the morning. That makes them reactive. Disciplined people act first. They don't consume first. No phone for the first 30 minutes. Protect your mind before the world attacks it. You don't need a full ice bath, but splash cold water on your face. Or take a 30-second cold shower. Because discipline grows when you do uncomfortable things voluntarily. Cold exposure trains your brain to handle stress. You're telling your mind, I control my body. My comfort doesn't control me. Every time you choose discomfort, your willpower muscle gets stronger. You don't need a full workout. 5 to 15 minutes is enough. Push-ups, stretching, jump rope, quick walk. Movement wakes up your nervous system. Most people wait to feel ready before taking action. Disciplined people move first, and feelings follow. Energy creates clarity. When your blood flows, your mind sharpens. This is powerful. Sit quietly for 5 to 10 minutes. No music, no phone, no distractions. Just you and your thoughts. You can breathe deeply, or simply observe your mind. Why? Because most people cannot sit alone with their thoughts. Discipline is mental control. If you can control your thoughts, you can control your actions. And if you can control your actions, you can control your future. Not 10, not 20, 3. Ask yourself, if I complete only these 3 tasks today, will I move forward? Write them down. Now your day has direction. Discipline is easier when your path is clear. Without clarity, you drift. With clarity, you execute. This is where most people fail. They check messages. They scroll. They delay. Instead, attack your hardest task first. Why? Because willpower is highest in the morning. If you do the hardest thing first, the rest of the day feels easier. This builds extreme self-respect. And self-respect fuels discipline. This routine is not about waking up early. It's about identity. Every morning you follow this routine, you vote for the person you want to become. You're no longer someone who tries. You're someone who executes. Discipline is identity-based, not emotion-based. You don't say, I want to be disciplined. You say, I am disciplined. And then you act accordingly. Motivation fades. Systems stay. Stop chasing motivation. Start building systems. Same wake-up time. Same first actions. No decisions needed. Remove friction. Make discipline automatic. You will miss days. That's normal. But never miss twice. That's the rule. Here's what I want you to do. For the next 30 days, wake up at the same time. No phone for 30 minutes. Make your bed. Cold water. Move your body. 5 minutes of silence. Write 3 priorities. Start the hardest task first. No excuses. Even when you feel lazy. Even when you feel tired. Especially then. Because that's when discipline grows most. Listen carefully. Your future is not built in one dramatic moment. It's built in quiet mornings. When nobody is watching. When nobody is clapping. When nobody cares. That's where champions are made. Not in comfort. Not in hype. Not in motivation. But in consistency. The perfect morning routine doesn't make you superhuman. It makes you reliable. And reliability is power. Start tomorrow. Not when you feel ready. Tomorrow morning, when the alarm rings, get up and begin building discipline. If this video helped you, don't just like it, commit to it. Comment below. I choose discipline. Subscribe for more growth content. Because discipline builds freedom. And your future depends on it. See you in the next one. Fire Sun.